Hi, I'm Sarah from Turn Back Time, and today was day 2 of my Eating in Total Balance challenge. Very interestingly, I normally wake up feeling a bit sick in the morning, but today was the first day in a very long time that I didn't wake up with nausea. Perhaps nausea is my body's way of telling me not to eat so much. Well, I did keep to the prescribed amounts for the whole of yesterday, and I was quite excited, I think, this morning to measure myself to see if anything had changed. Not really expecting miracles, but just to see, because this is an 8-week challenge. But what I saw was quite stunning. I'd lost ½ an inch off my bust, my hips and my waist. I thought I was seeing things, so I had to keep measuring myself over and over again to be sure. But it's true. I'm ½ an inch down on day 2. I'm assuming that's because of no bloating from eating the wrong foods, especially wheat, and also because I drank so much water, for me anyway. My body didn't retain so much water. And this is just me guessing, and to be honest, I guess I don't really care why. I'm just so thrilled. The effect is so instantaneous. But I do know that if we're dehydrated, when liquid is passing through our gut, the body will reabsorb it because it doesn't know when it's going to get any more. If you set a regular pattern of hydration, the body doesn't feel the need to retain water because it knows more is coming. I think that's why there's such a big difference immediately in my size today. I started the day with my usual piece of fruit, some mozzarella and nuts. It's just easier when I'm on the run and there's so many chores to be done. And then I had a big lunch of smoked salmon and scrambled eggs, 3 eggs, pasture raised, and 1.5 ounces or 42 grams of smoked salmon, which was not only filling, but 4 blocks of protein. So I cooked it in 1 1/3 teaspoons of olive oil. So that took care of 4 fats. And then I added 1 organic apple and 2 mandarins. By the end of that, I was so full. 4 blocks is quite a lot to eat at once. It is advised not to go above 4 blocks at any one time, so the body has the chance to process it all. But the effects of that lasted for me 6 hours with no cravings. And then for dinner, I had a 4.5 ounce or 127 gram tuna steak. I put it in the air fryer with baby carrots, Brussels sprouts and sweet potato chunks. And then I added the required amount of olive oil and roasted the lot for 20 minutes. An instant 3 blocks. Air fryers are your friend on this diet because the lack of oil is not an issue and it's fast. I think half the time we put on weight because we open the fridge and we want something now. 20 minutes isn't long to wait, and it's so easy to put it all in exactly the right proportions. And this diet is all about getting your body to trust you as its curator, to eat and drink the right thing. You can imagine it as all the fat you're carrying are the tins of food in the cupboard as emergency backup. You don't consume those tins of food, but it's there just in case. And your body is hoarding it. If you deliver fuel to the body in a haphazard fashion, it has no idea what's coming. Will you just eat carbs today or only protein? Are you ever going to give it any fat? As far as you're concerned, it believes you're unstable. Sometimes you might be so busy or deliberately fasting and you give it nothing. It needs those fat supplies to be sure it can function. But if you start giving it all 3 macronutrients at every snack or meal, your body starts to relax. It knows that you've got with the program. It knows you're finally taking care of it. So slowly by slowly, it will let the cupboards run down. And they say stress makes us fat. And now I think I understand that it makes us fat through irregular, unstable eating. And we're stressing our own body. And the body needs 20 amino acids a day to function properly, and it can only make 11 of those internally. The other 9 have to come from food. It also has no protein storage capacity. What you feed has a shelf life of 2 days maximum if not used. So what happens if you don't eat any protein or hardly any? Then the body starts to not work properly almost immediately. And that's why this eating plan is protein-led. The protein is essential. You wonder why they never told us all this in school. I mean, why did they teach us car mechanics, but didn't bother to teach us body mechanics? I did do some exercise today. I did say you don't have to, but simply losing that ½ an inch kind of spurred me on to do something. And there's a great YouTube series of videos called I Walk which is total body exercise incorporated into a 1, 2 or 3 minute walk on the spot. It's not as gentle as it sounds, but it can also be as strenuous as you want it to be. And I managed 2 miles before I needed to lie down. I don't think it's high impact enough to achieve anything weight-wise on its own, but I just wanted to show my body that I'm going to focus on it now, and I'm going to do things that it might like. And it was fun, if exhausting. I can probably not find the time to do it every day, but I'll try a few times a week. And you'll notice when you took your measurements that how much you can eat is linked to the level of exercise you're doing. If you're sedentary, you eat less because you need less. If you're walking, doing aerobics or weightlifting, the quotient of protein that you need increases, as does the carbs and the fat intake. So it's up to you if you want to exercise and eat more, or lay on the sofa watching Netflix eating less. As long as you're eating the right stuff, it will still work. It did make me laugh reading that just walking to the fridge burns energy. Quite true. But I'm quite motivated now, I think, to eat well, drink well, exercise, and I'm working on the sleep. And you guys are keeping me motivated, because if I fall off the wagon, I can't finish this podcast series or the book of change. So thank you, and see you tomorrow.